Show. Green bottle under... wonder what that means.
Charlene Purcell's office.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
She told me to put you right through. She even told me to make sure you didn't have to listen to that recording again. You really rate.
Hello, Nancy. So what have you discovered?
I opened that trunk and found a locket watch in it that used to belong to Francis.
And was anything in the locket watch?
Half a picture. I'm pretty sure what's there is a picture of Francis. I think the missing half was of her father. Anyway, on the back it said, green bottle under.
Wonder what that means.
It looks like the rest of the sentence is on the half that got torn off.
I know a lot about the Humbers, but I don't know anything about a green bottle. What happened to all of Dirk Valentine's ill-gotten gains? That's what I'd really like to know.
Actually, I may know what happened to it.
If you're talking about the rumor that Dirk hid his fortune in such a way that only Francis would be able to find it, I know all about it. And I tend to believe it, seeing that Dirk was basically just a high-spirited, fun-loving guy who loved to take risks. The thing is, after Dirk's demise, Frances spent the rest of her life teaching school in Ohio, which strongly suggests that she never found the treasure, so the rumor probably isn't true.
I have reason to believe that it is.
Really? Tell me.
I found a letter from Dirk that Frances never read. It told her how to start looking for what he'd hidden for her. His clues were rather obtuse, though.
For example?
For example, he refers to her favorite flowers and the flowers on her favorites. Do you know what that means?
No, and that's the problem. Whatever clues he left for her no doubt relate to things only she and no one else would understand.
Well, I'm going to try to figure it out anyway.
That's the spirit. And if you think there's something I can help you with, please do not hesitate to call.
Talk to you soon.
You do that.
And she'll be coming around the mountain when she goes. Yodelay.
I can't take any more.
Where are you going? You can't leave. The Raleighs said we were to have a cookout and entertain our guest.
Yeah, well, I don't call this entertainment. It's worse than whatever that stuff was you cooked.
That was lamb ragout for your information, and it was great. If you couldn't appreciate it, it's because your taste buds are about as sophisticated as a sand flea's.
I think I'll turn in too. Night, ma'am. Next time, just stick to burgers.
Et tu, Brute? You see that? You see what I put up with? Day in and day out, I cast my culinary pearls before ungrateful, uncultured swine. Well, I'll show them. I'll write a best-selling cookbook, that's what I'll do. Then I'll get my own TV show, then I'll do a movie, and while they're out here punching cattle, I'll become a gazillionaire.
Oh my gosh!
And you say this happened right after that phantom horse showed up again?
The pump house blew just as the horse was galloping away.
Oh my, this is awful. Maybe Shorty was right. Maybe that horse is a bad omen.
That's what someone wants you to think, Aunt Bet.
What do you mean?
It's possible that while everyone's attention was on that horse, someone sabotaged the pump house.
Why on earth would someone sabotage the pump house?
Someone may be trying to chase you off the ranch.
But why?
That I don't know. Yet.
You don't think Tex or Shorty or Dave is somehow involved, do you?
It's possible, but I just don't know yet.
Oh, my. You might not be safe there.
Maybe we should send her home.
I'll be fine. Really, I want to help, and I can help.
Well, it sounds like we could certainly use your help.
Can you think of anyone who might have a grudge against you?
No, but I'll tell you what. Ed and I will put our thinking caps on, and if anything comes to us, we'll call you. Have you called the sheriff and told him all this?
Not yet.
Tell her about the storms.
Tell me about the what?
The storms. You need to be careful when you go riding because it can be sunny one minute and pouring down rain the next.
I'll be careful.
Good. And if you have any more questions, just call.
One more thing. Until I figure out what's going on, it would probably be a good idea not to mention my suspicions to anyone at the ranch.
Of course. Keep in touch.
I will. Bye. Mineral deposits?
Can I help you find something?
No, actually, I pretty much found everything on my own.
For your information, I got those maps 'cause I was hoping there might be a long-lost gold mine or two around here. But like most of my get-rich-quick ideas, it didn't pan out. Apparently, there's no gold left in them thar hills, or silver, or copper, or anything else. Now, I don't ever want to catch you in my stuff again.
SWGS, this is Geza.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Not too long ago, you provided this person I know with a map that showed the locations of mineral deposits in central Arizona.
That's what I'm here for.
Is there any chance you might remember talking to that particular person?
I might. We got a lot of maps on Arizona mineral deposits, though. Know which one it was?
The number on it was PUB893A.
Publication 893 Alpha. Let me put it up on my screen here. Last person I mailed a copy to was Shorty Thurmond. That's your friend?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is.
According to my notes, he just started a job in the Shadow Mountain area and figured he'd go looking for gold on his off hours.
You keep notes on all the calls you get?
In a bureaucracy like this one, you never know. When something goes south and fingers start pointing, it's always good to have your side of the story all nice and documented.
How likely do you think it is that Shorty will find any gold around Shadow Mountain?
Oh, he might find a nugget or two, but from the looks of the maps I sent him, any ore out there would be of such low quality that attempting to extract gold from it would be pointless. That's interesting.
What is?
Apparently, this Shorty person asked me if I knew anything about Dirk Valentine's treasure.
Really? Do you remember what he said?
As I recall, he'd heard a rumor that some outlaw had buried some kind of treasure near Shadow Mountain. He thought it might be in an old mine shaft or something.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing. I didn't know anything about it.
Well, thank you, Geza.
No problem. What did you say your name was again? Nancy...
Drew.
Nancy Drew. Asked a lot of questions. Didn't buy any maps.
But she really appreciated your taking the time to talk to her. Be sure to put that in your notes too, okay?
Got it. Goodbye, Miss Drew.
Bye.
Hello?
Where are you guys? You've got to get out here. I saw the Phantom Horse last night.
Know what we saw last night? The inside of a motel room in St. Louis.
Tell me you're joking.
Our plane finally took off at 7 last night. We didn't call you because we wanted to surprise you.
Only the next thing we knew, we were being diverted to St. Louis on account of bad weather, so the airline put us up at a motel.
But when we came back to the airport this morning, guess what?
You're fogged in and your plane's got more mechanical problems.
We're fogged in.
I have never seen fog this thick.
Visibility's 3 feet tops.
You can barely drive in this stuff, let alone land and take off. Let's change the subject.
So you saw the Phantom Horse?
Last night, right after the campfire, this glowing horse appeared out of nowhere, then went galloping away. And right after that, the main pipe in the pump house sprang a leak. Another case of bad luck? I think not.
So while everyone's attention was on the horse, someone sabotaged the pump house.
First the rattlesnake, now this. Yikes.
That's it for now.
2 words, Nancy.
Call us!
I'm finished with that. Check. I haven't done. I better not go in there until I call the sheriff.
Hernandez.
Hi, are you the sheriff?
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at Shadow Ranch.
Oh, yeah? I spent a good part of last night out there.
I know. I never got a chance to talk to you.
Is there something I can do for you?
Would it be all right if I looked around in the pump house?
Sure. I'm all done in there. Should have had my deputy take that sign down. Mind my asking why you want to look around? Wait a minute. Dave told me about you. You're the girl detective.
Amateur detective.
I don't know. Dave seemed to be real impressed with you. In more ways than one, I might add.
Do you know most of the men who work at Shadow Ranch?
I know them all. That doesn't mean I'm best buddies with them, but it's a pretty small world out here, and I've either known or known of those boys for years.
And they're all stand-up guys, as far as you know?
I'd vouch for every single one of them.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
Looks like the pipe was pretty badly corroded. Dave?
Well, where did you come from?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sneak up on you, but what are you doing?
Well, see, I'm looking for Dirk Valentine's treasure.
How long have you known about it?
Couple of years. See, my great Aunt Ellie was Frances Humber's cousin. When she died, she left me a bunch of stuff, including an old letter she'd gotten from Frances. In the letter, Frances said that Valentine had hidden a bunch of loot somewhere and wanted Frances to find it by following the clues he left for her. Frances was real smart, see? Loved puzzles, played the piano pretty good too. Anyway, after Valentine met his end, Frances was too broken-hearted to care about some treasure. She told Aunt Ellie that if she could find it, she could keep it. I also found this picture. That's Frances's father, Sheriff Merrill Humber. There's something written on the back. Stairs to cellar. That's Frances's handwriting. Looks like the other half of the message got torn off. I was hoping that the treasure might be under the stairs in here, but no such luck.
I didn't know this place had a cellar.
As far as I know, no one does. The entrance is secret. These stairs lead to a secret door behind the bookcase in the den.
The Raleighs never mentioned a secret door.
The Raleighs don't know. I was afraid that if I told them, they'd... See, my brother's dead broke. No job, health's bad. I was thinking if I could just find the treasure...
It is their property.
I know, and I'll tell them, I swear, soon as they come back. They got enough on their minds right now.
You haven't been using that phantom horse to try to scare the Raleighs off so you can hunt for Valentine's treasure in peace?
I don't know anything about that horse or any of the other stuff that's been going on around here, I swear. Now, if you'll pardon me, I need to tend to my chores.
No, wait! You don't have to leave! Something's missing. Acid. Wonder what somebody's been using that for. Looks like I'm back in the den. Maybe the message on the pictures refers not to the stairs to the den, but to these stairs. There's something inside.
I am glad that you are getting your picture painted wearing your favorite shawl. It will be a beautiful painting because you look beautiful in that shawl. I forget the name of the stitch you used to make it, but I think it is amazing that you learned how to knit a whole shawl just by reading one book. I wish I could put my mind to things like you can. I am also glad that you like the handbag that I got you. I knew it would become your favorite on account of the pretty picture the beads make. I want to know all the things that you like so that I can make sure you always have them. I figure that way you will always want me around. Meet me on Friday at noon by the Big Picture Rock. I love you, Dirk. Remember when we were in Cappy's eating the crackers he ordered special from California, and you said that from then on the crackers would be your favorite because they would always remind you of me? Well, I met a trader yesterday who had a whole wagon full of them, and I bought you 4 tins. I also bought a rock from him because this rock has been polished to show a picture that looks just like the landscape by one of our meeting places. He called it an agate and said that the picture was made by nature, but it looks so real I can hardly believe it. I am thinking of a way to surprise you with it because it is as special as you are. I will meet you Tuesday at 3 by the 3-armed cactus. Your father has people watching for me all over the county. I guess you got some of your smartness from him. I love you, Dirk. I still don't know how you got a whole cake out to our last meeting place like you did, but it was the best thing I ever ate, and the prettiest too, what with that fancy flour you put on it. Now I think it is the best cake recipe in the world too. But nothing is as good as getting a letter from you. Whenever I see a flower like the one on your favorite letter paper, I think of you. I only steal from people who have plenty of money to begin with and deserve to be robbed, but if I could start over, I would forget about them and be a rancher or a farmer or miner or shopkeeper or whatever you wanted me to be, just so we could always be together. Be at Charlie's grave at sunset this Thursday. I love you, Dirk.
The daisy stitch. Can't check that off till it's done. I'm finished with that. I'm finished with that.
Not that my family's any of your concern, but my sister did work for the Raleighs, back in Phoenix. She got fired, she got mad, but she's over it. Okay?
Why didn't you tell me that before?
'Cause it makes me look bad. I figured no one'd ever find out, and when you did, I just got all flustered like.
Are you and your sister very close?
Nope. Fact is, my sister can be kind of a flake. I'd have probably fired her too.
Has anyone tried going after that phantom horse when it appears?
Nope. Always something else going on. Like Ed Raleigh getting snake bit, or the pump house blowing up. Plus, that horse is fast. Probably couldn't catch it anyway.
Do you know anything about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid for his sweetheart?
Nope.
Figures. Is it okay if I go riding?
Nope. Go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing first. I hate hearing him whine about how overworked he is.
Talk to you later.
Yahoo!
Yes?
I'm embarrassed that you caught me snooping through your stuff.
Just proves we're birds of a feather. I've been known to go poking through other people's stuff myself.
Have you ever met Mary Yazzie?
Course, nice lady. I mean, for the most part. Gets real unfriendly when the subject of the Rowleys comes up.
What about Dave Gregory? He's so quiet. I can't tell if he's being secretive or just shy.
My money's on shy. I mean, it kinda takes brains to be secretive, and he strikes me as being pretty much a lightweight in that department, know what I mean? Oh, Nancy, it's great having you here. I mean, I like to talk, you know? I like to converse, to debate, to discuss.
You like to gossip, don't you?
More than anything. Which isn't a bad thing. People like you and I are fascinated by the human condition, that's all. So, who else do you want to talk about?
Nobody really. Have you been out to the pump house?
All the water to the ranch house has been cut off. The livestock will still get water from the windmills, but we humans are gonna have to get every single drop of water we use from the faucet in the pump house. And that's gonna be a royal pain. Why can't that darn horse do its cursed thing somewhere else?
I'm inclined to think that someone, not something, is responsible for the damage to the pump house.
I saw the pipe. It was rusted through. That's why it burst. That and bad vibes from that equine banshee.
What do you know about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid around here for Francis Humber to find?
If I thought there was a snowball's chance in Tampa that Valentine had stashed any of his loot here, I'd be tearing this place apart. Why? What do you know about it?
I just heard about it, that's all.
When I heard that rumor, I started reading everything about Dirk Valentine I could get my hands on. But the more I read, the more it sounded like he suckered Francis into believing he'd hidden something for her, just to give people something to talk about when he was gone.
Got any chores you want me to do?
Do exactly what you did for me yesterday, and I'll be forever grateful. Start by picking all the ripe stuff in the garden again. Basket's outside.
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.